Hello everybody. So I've been working on a few travel related projects, and because of that I haven't had the time to explore Los Angeles the way I would like to, and because of that I am way overdue in visiting one of my favorite spots in LA, which is Griffith Park. More specifically, this one trail that goes about 6 to 7 miles and really gets the endorphins pumping and all that jazz. And I'm pretty sure my endurance is nowhere near where I need it to be to conquer this little trail here, but I figure I bring you guys along and we make a day out of it, and yeah, maybe you guys would like to visit it on your own. So with that said, let's pack up the gear and let's head out. So here we are at Griffith Park. I did come across a little bit of difficulties here just because apparently there is a marathon going on in the area, which kind of throws everything off. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get to my favorite hike today, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna see if I could sneak my way around all these officers and see what ends up happening. So let's get to it. So I officially made it. I found parking. Thankfully the marathon was over and they were allowing people to come back in and park, hit up the trails, and so let's get to it. Our first objective is to get to checkpoint 1, and once we get there I'll touch base with you guys again and lay out the next checkpoint. So yeah, let's go. So here we go, we made it to checkpoint number 1. It wasn't that difficult to get here. Checkpoint 2 is gonna be a whole nother story. It is somewhere in that direction over there. And then you got checkpoint number 3, which is the grand finale, and that is at Griffith Park. So let's keep at it. Whew. So taking a little break here, but we are getting closer to our final objective. Look, it's right there. Just a little bit more to go. These guys are running down this motherfucker. Let's go. Made it to checkpoint number 2. Resting up a little bit. Getting closer. There you go, Griffith Observatory. I'm about to head back and get to the car as soon as I can. I kind of underestimated the amount of time that I was going to spend there, so we're losing light, but I won't leave you just hanging like that. So a little bit of a B-roll segment. I'm back, washed up, drinking my celebratory beer here hoping that the alcohol numbs the pain in my legs just slightly. But all kidding aside, I just wanted to wrap this video up with some helpful hints in case you wanted to attempt or try this hike out, and especially if it's going to be your first time in Los Angeles and going to Griffith Observatory is high on your to-do list, which I'm pretty sure it will be. So my main recommendation to everyone is to park in this area. As you were able to tell, I kind of was blown off course a little bit. I should have done a little bit more due diligence in regards to any events that were going on in the area, but that rarely happens. Out of all the times that I've been there, this is the first time I kind of got walled off from getting to where I wanted to park and the beginning of the trail. And so I got sent off on this little journey, a little side quest, but ultimately made it. And the great thing about this place is that there's always parking. You come in the morning, of course you're gonna have, you know, plenty of options, but even in late afternoon you'll find a spot. And the best thing of it all is that it's free parking, which is quite the luxury in Los Angeles, because you have to pay for parking in pretty much any touristy area, and that is the case if you try to park at the top right next to Griffith Observatory, which is quite claustrophobic and just full of tour buses and tourists and people just driving up and down that thing. It kind of takes you away from the awesomeness that is Griffith Park. And so I do recommend that you bring some comfortable shoes, some workout gear, and just do the hike. Bring plenty of water. It gets a little difficult halfway to checkpoint number 2, but once you complete it, once you get to Griffith Observatory, and once you go home, you leave with a better appreciation of not only Griffith Park but Los Angeles as a whole. And so that is my recommendation to you guys. And this is the purpose of this video and this channel as a whole, is to find little tweaks on how to make travel opportunities and visiting a certain city that much better. Sometimes you do need that person that lives there to be able to point you in the right direction, and that's what I wanted to do with this video and one of my favorite places in Los Angeles, which is the observatory. So if you like this video, if you found it helpful, please thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and I will catch you in the next one.